Hello, people of the world. My name is Santana, and I'm going to be doing the Authortube Newbie tag. Okay, let's begin. The first question is, how did you find out about Authortube? It was like a few days ago. I was scrolling to the internet, trying to find a little bit more blogs to follow about writing and writing advice and everything. And I found out about this new community about writers and authors that were trying to make their way into the depths of YouTube. And so I was really interested. I began watching some blogs from new people, and it was like, okay, cool, that sounds like something I want to take part on, something I want to upload content about and to start following more content about. So here I am. What genres do you write in? My current project is a high fantasy, but the only project that I have finished is a urban fantasy. I mean, it's still fantasy, but it's like a subgenre. And I have another project idea that I want to work on that is kind of like a sci-fi slash superhero slash supervillain story. Are you a plotter, a panster, or a planster? I am a planner, a hardcore planner. I outline everything. I wrote down every one of my ideas. I like to be organized. There was a time in which I tried to be a panster for my first NaNoWriMo actually. It turned out fine because I won that NaNoWriMo. But there was some things that could be saved from the draft, but I found out that my way is the organized way, so I'm 100% a planner. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I like to think that I'm yet to be published. Motivation. If you're not yet published, what is your dream house publishing thing? I am not sure. I don't know a lot about publishing houses, which I should be, or agents, but I do think I would like to be traditionally published because I know that self-publishing has a lot more background so you can make your own decisions. And that's cool because I want to be able to do with my novel and with my project whatever I want to do to have that liberty. But it's so much easier to be traditionally published. Like, I'm not a designer. I'm studying marketing, but I am not super expert in marketing. And they have the experience, they're gonna set me up with an editor and everything. If I have to choose between being self-published and traditionally published, I would like to be traditionally published. But which agent or publishing house, I have no idea. The one of Lee Bardugo, the one that published the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Which publishing house is it? What Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Mostly advice or tips or ways that I do things. I like to share the way I do my things with people to see if that way could help them accomplish their own goals. I would like to upload blogs, but I am not much of a blogger. I would like to upload some reviews. I have an opinion on everything, so I have reviews for absolutely everything. I don't know, maybe some original content. I will see how this turns out to me. When did you start writing? Okay, that's a good one. I started writing when I was 7-ish. I wrote a horror short story for my Spanish class. And I asked my dad if he could print it out in his office, and then every one of his colleagues read it, and everyone was horrified that a 7-year-old was writing that thing. I began writing short stories after that, but it was not until, I want to say it was earlier, but it was in late 2015 that I hardcore started writing, because that was the year that I participated in NaNoWriMo, and the year that I decided enough was enough, and I had to pursue serious writing, if that was in fact what I wanted to do. What was the first story you ever wrote? That one, the 7-year-old horror story that I don't have anymore, but I remember it was traumatizing. I'm ashamed of that story now. What authors have inspired you writing the most? I don't know. I don't feel like there's a specific author or a specific set of authors that have inspired me. It's just books in general have inspired me to break down my own ideas and to be one day part of their little group of authors. Do you schedule your writing sessions, or do you write whenever you have the time? Now I have tried to schedule my writing sessions, but they have not turned out right. I think it's more like getting inspired, but I also work better when I have like a certain amount of time dedicated just to something. I think the real challenge for me is not to get distracted by Twitter and YouTube, ironically. Where do you write in general? Being a computer, a typewriter, handwriting, or whatever other device you can use. By computer. Everything is by computer. Although my outlines and my general ideas are in notebooks because I like to handwrite, my novel in general is on a computer. I use Scrivener. I love Scrivener. Finally, what are you most looking forward to be part on Authortube? To this to work out, to be able to actually see my videos, to actually be part of the community, to interact with other authors and other inspired writers, to share advices and ideas and tips and tricks, and just to have like a really supportive community, be part of something greater. So that was my tag. I hope you liked it. I really hope these ones turned out. I would really like to be part of a really supportive writing community. I really love writing, but I don't know, maybe it's the lack of motivation or the lack of surrounding me of people that also love the craft of writing that has me stop from writing. So thank you so much for watching. That was my talk. Bye.